see if anybody comes on so we can talk about this lukewarm episode. Yeah, this episode made up for all the lacklusters. It was good, but I have my issues with it as usual. Sorry, my shirt's wrinkly. Didn't have time to put in the iron it, but I just dug up something so I wouldn't be wearing gray. Give me a minute. I want to pull up the live stream on the computer so we can talk about the episode. I'm going to say the episode was pretty good until we got to the Jeffrey and Madison stuff. Because up until that point, the beginning started off just like I predicted, with all the characters coming back to haunt Candace, even though I thought Amanda and Malik would have shown up. The episode stressed me out. How's the picture? Am I coming through clearly? Can you see me okay? Am I fuzzy? Everything good? I need to know real quick. Sandy's going to die? A little fuzzy. But can you at least hear me okay? You can hear? Okay, fine. Good now. Yeah, I'm looking on my computer and it's fuzzy as I don't know what. I really don't know what to do about that, but if you can hear me, that's good enough. The episode started off great. I thought the pacing was good. I jumped out of my seat every time I saw a ghost. Erica, Quincy Jr., Warlock, Oscar. Then we go over to David's house and everything was pretty good too. But then we got to the part where Veronica, I didn't expect William to show up. That was pretty good too. But that's where the episode began to drag, because we got to the point where we were repeating dialogue over and over again. Now, Erica was Candace was kind of indirectly responsible. That's why I thought Amanda would have shown up. Now, remember that give me a second. Lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. Did Veronica do a Mr. Brown impression? This is your real daddy. This is your real daddy. I was like, okay, I didn't think they'd do that. But that's when the episode really got to be repetitive. Like, take the DNA results. This your daddy. Did we need to spend like 15 minutes on that? And then for me personally, I think the episode really started to go down as soon as we followed Madison and Jeffrey up the damn stairs. I feel like right up then, that's when the episode started dragging. Did we need to spend so much time on getting a surprise DNA test? And then, thankfully, we didn't spend as long as we did in like episode 2, but I feel like we wasted too much time on that. Then we go over to the Malone bar, and then we had too many repetitive dialogue lines of Mitch begging for Benny's life. So even though that was a better scene, it just dragged on way too long. So what Veronica say, she would take an hour to get the money, but I thought to myself, remember when Samuel, Laura's husband, the pool boy, didn't Veronica have a bed full of money and she couldn't pull the $15,000 right then and there? Because remember, Akil is supposed to kill Veronica. Like, Veronica gets the money, she pays it to Marco, and the agreement after that was Marco backs off so Akil kills Veronica, so Jim will pay him the $30,000 and they both walk away paid men. Tyler ain't gonna wrap up nothing. Like I said, the first 15 to 20 minutes looked very promising, but then again, as soon as we went upstairs, it just got really slow. I called it on the baby thing, just like I did with the ghost haunting Candace. I called it on the baby thing. I'm like, this is either a recast of a previous character, or this is somebody from Benny's past pre-episode 1. Not a big fan of them throwing in a new character so close to the end of the series, but she probably is dead. And maybe Hannah has a new grandbaby now. I saw the trailer, but I need to get the trailer so I can watch it in slow-mo. The actual trailer had a lot of cutaways. I got one question. Who gave Catherine the makeup in jail? I have no idea. So 90% of the characters are going to die. You're going to get your series finale trailer breakdown, as well as my who will die in the finale, my finale predictions, all that good stuff is coming on. Benny has a baby, really? I don't like that. I mean, even though Ian was a supposed baby daddy to Alex, and if loving you is wrong, at least they introduced that theory well within the final season. He didn't pop in the episode before the finale. The reunion was filmed yesterday. It's supposed to come on the 27th. I think it's somebody told me it's like a 2-week event, so 2 Tuesdays in a row we're getting a cast reunion. But on to the baby thing. I mean, I don't like the idea that this is Tanisha, a girl who just randomly shows up out of the blue, who we've never heard of before. It just feels cheap to me. And on top of that, I got a question. When the Malones drove by and shot up the house, why didn't they shoot upstairs too? The lights were on upstairs. Like, I mean, obviously, if you're shooting up, you're not always going to like shoot and hit somebody from an upward angle. So I don't know. Look, I saw the trailer once. I haven't thoroughly looked at it enough to break it down. To be honest, I think I would have taken the Wyatt scenes over the Jeffrey Madison and the prolonged scene of the Malone bar. Honestly, I thought we would have discovered Wyatt was dead. I guess they were saving it for the finale, like they did the shootout at the very end. That when we get to the finale next week, it's like death, everybody going to die. So who knows? I agree. It's like all the action is happening. And isn't Veronica supposed to be broke by now? Because Hannah would have had that person come over to sign the documents to kind of take away everything. That's not a setup by Sandy to get Benny home. That doesn't make sense to me at all. Because it looks like Sandy's going to confront Benny at Rihanna's house. Because Benny signed the documents, but he hasn't moved into his new home yet. So it looks like in the next episode, Sandy's going to encounter Benny at Rihanna's house. So, I mean, does Rihanna call Benny? I don't know. So why didn't Veronica ask for proof that he did his job? Your guess is as good as mine. Wyatt should have died right at the beginning of the episode. I agree. We will have a 90-minute next Tuesday. Do you have any proof of that? I've seen nothing confirming an extended episode. What do you think might happen to Veronica? Remember, Akil is supposed to kill Veronica once Marco's been paid. Hannah's alive. Which begs the question of, why don't you just kill Veronica now and then take the money? I don't really know what's happening. I mean, I guess they didn't think the money would be in the house. Not to mention Laura's still there, so we got a Laura cameo. I'm still confused on Rihanna's mother. Yeah, I mean, that was a plot inconsistency. Yeah, Veronica's going to die. I don't want her to die. A lot of people are going to die next week. To be honest, that's everything to talk about in the episode. You got Candace being haunted, Benny discovering he's a father, the Malones going through with the shootout no matter what, Veronica potentially being set up to die, Jeffrey finding out that his father isn't his real father, but William is, and Wyatt potentially dead, and then Catherine has a cellmate. That's the episode in a nutshell. Every time people expect a long season finale, it ends up being a regular time linked episode. Regular, drawn out episode. Remember how If Loving You Was Wrong Eddie just went around killing people. Ian's fate is left undetermined. He didn't kill Mandy, Larry's wife, but he did kill Larry. So Veronica can live, just have her in prison. What if Laura dies instead of Veronica? I think that's probably going to happen, but at this point, it just doesn't make a lot of sense. So I'm thinking Jim, Veronica, Candace, Wyatt, and maybe Benny dying in the last episode. Yeah, unless something happens at David's house. Veronica got that cookie jar money. The ambulance took too long to arrive for why he's dead. Why? What do you mean took so long? Jim was like, where's the ambulance? I'm like, Leo just called 30 seconds ago. I have no great expectations for next week. Neither do I. Oh yeah, it's a bomb. It's definitely a bomb that Tanner brings Jeffrey. I think Catherine's going to whip that girl, but my mom said the same thing. Who stole the cookies from the cookie jar? Who, me? Yes, you. Couldn't be. Then who? What the heck? 10 Ambitions getting canceled, but have not didn't. I don't know. I'm expecting next week to be a hot mess. I agree. Would you be surprised if David and Hannah really get together next episode? What's going to happen to Candace? I think dead. Quincy Jr. said, I haven't seen you in a long time, mommy. So it's like, is that foreshadowing? Me too. Kate's going to beat her up. My mom said that. I don't really know. Dang, I forgot all about Ambitions. Yeah, Ambitions was way better than the show we're getting now. So how would Jim die? I don't know. I mean, we know him and Hannah are going to have a standoff. Did William play for better or worse? I didn't watch that show. I don't know about proper. We're not getting a proper ending. They said not everything's going to be resolved, so there's no telling what's happening. Bro, Veronica's throw was crash. What? Candy Cane will not die. I don't think Kate will die. Probably beat up. So Catherine's just going to stay in jail. What's coming on in place to have and have-nots? I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people, after the haves and the have-nots ends next week, a lot of people said they're ending their own subscription. What about Derek? He just got arrested and we're just never going to see him again. I can't wait till the next Oval. So next week is basically going to be a killing spree. Probably. The preview just looked like a regular episode. I agree. I'm not giving this episode a 9. I cannot give it a 9. I would probably say lower tier, like perhaps a 6. This was not a 7 or above. I had some issues with it. This was the best episode of the final season so far, but it was not a great episode. The whole first season of Ambitions is better than 7 seasons of Have and Have-Nots. I gotta disagree with you there. The first 3 seasons or so were really good. Ambitions had a lot of untapped potential. I said 5. Not having a lot of hope for the final episode, neither am I. I mean, if they would have cut the episode with all the ghosts haunting Candace, I would have been satisfied right there. I just didn't like the last minute baby reveal. That just seemed completely out of left field. I think Mitch is going to do something to Sandy. Yeah, getting rid of OWN after Haves and Have-Nots. But remember that reunion. Well, to be fair, they're probably going to put that reunion online. Okay, so Hannah thinks the drive-by is after Jim. I said that before the final episode. Something's going to happen. Jim is going to be the target. Hannah thinks did it, and then Jim had nothing to do with it. The baby should have been at the start of the season. I agree. I mean, you're just going to throw that in at the very end. It just doesn't make sense. Benny, you are toast. Probably killed right in front of Rihanna. Do you think Sandy showed up at Rihanna's to call Benny? I don't know. So what does Tanner give Jeffrey now? I didn't see that part of the trailer. Tanisha probably got shot. Yep. Even though we're not going to have a proper ending, I think it might be better than Loving You Is Wrong. It is a bomb. Remember that clip I posted weeks ago? It's like a behind-the-scenes explosion. Not to mention, Veronica told Tanner they have unfinished business, so that was probably part of the plan. 1 full day hasn't even passed since the series. No, I think it has been about a day. I hope the baby doesn't get shot like Quincy Jr. I know, right? The Malones in a minivan. Maybe they blow up David's house with everyone in it. The explosion didn't look that big. Plus, Jim makes it out alive because we know him and Hannah confront each other at Catherine's house. Yes, this was the best episode of the season, but I can't give it a high score. Probably like a 6, maybe. This was the best episode though. Benny will live and know he's, I don't know. The season premiere is day and after that is night. It has been 24. I could have sworn it's been at least, one cycle. I guess Veronica won't get anything that was due to her. Yeah, it just seems completely off. I mean, does she grab a gun from upstairs? I don't know. I feel Hannah, David, Jeffrey, Madison, and the baby should live. The series finale will be 1 hour according to TV schedule. Why are they trying to kill Benny? Because Benny beat up Sandy. Madison should die just in the crossfire. Damn, that's cold. I haven't seen anything from the season yet. It's almost over. Trust and believe you have not missed much of anything. But yeah, I'm disappointed that they decided to just save the no commercials next week. There was too much to get through. I thought there were too many commercials tonight, to be honest. Everything is going to get crammed into next week. I feel like next week could be really good. It's just going to be a hot mess. Like from point A to point B, it's just going to be non-stop action. But I do feel we're all going to be disappointed. I wonder if we'll see Celine next week. Could you imagine being a character introduced right before the finale and you were just there to die? Like that Tanisha's probably going to die. Well, she's probably dead, probably got shot. Honestly, they should have made somebody's death each episode. I was saying that from the beginning. I'm like, that would make it intense. Also, I think Colby's dead. I feel like Colby probably died after he got dragged out of Veronica's house. Rather Jim than Veronica. My heart was beating, and then we got to the Jeffrey and Madison scene. You mean Tony with the kidney? I don't know. What is going on this season, going around in circles? So is the dialogue. We never got closure on Colby. That's a loose end. I think he's dead. This season's all over the place. That's the show in a nutshell. It's all over the place, yet going nowhere. I feel like that's like the catchphrase of the haves and the have-nots. It's all over the place, but it goes nowhere. Next week looks so bad. Do you mean in terms of a bad episode, or bad as in shit's going to hit the fan? Right. I think we will be disappointed. Yeah, I agree. You think Candace is going to die? Absolutely. I think Candace is going to die. I feel like the people I think will live is a shorter list than those who survive. I see Hannah living, maybe David, and I think somebody just sent me the trailer for the episode, so if you give me one moment, I can look at it again. And I need to get my charger real quick, too. Oh yeah, make sure you hit the thumbs up button, and if you want to donate the Cash App, I got the Cash App in the comment section. It's pinned to the top. We're almost at 200 people with only 21 likes. Hit thumbs up. Break it down. I gotta wait for it to pull up first. How do you think the ending will be? I gotta see the preview, take time to look it over. Upload the trailer on Instagram. Well, I can't because at the moment my phone is being used for this live stream, but I'll do it tonight. Make sure to
Next on the hands.
Oh, this is the end credit preview.
Do you know?
Stop talking to him. Billy, shut up. And you can't talk to me. You have a lot of enemies, so yeah, always.
I wouldn't be Veronica, dear, if I didn't have enemies.
Hey, look, man, you embarrass me in front of my entire family. Put the gun down, and we can handle your problem like two men.
You thinking of something in the big mansion with our walls?
You just not talk to me, please.
I'm not gonna talk to you. I'm gonna beat your ass.
Yeah, that's not the trailer. That's the end credit trailer. Let me check my other inbox. Maybe somebody dropped it there. 1 minute. I think the president's going to save Candace. Yeah, I thought we would see Amanda too. have not watched Medea Goes to Jail in quite a while, so I cannot tell you who that actress is. I'm sorry to be so boring, but to be honest, you know, we talked about the episode. We talked about everything that happened in the episode. Plot twist, Hannah ain't gonna die. I was saying, what if Hannah gave a speech about what goes around comes around, like during the last few minutes of the finale, and then everybody dies, like Veronica dies, Catherine dies in jail, Benny gets shot, Candace gets killed at the Malone bar. You know, it's like a free-for-all. And then at the end of the day, or end of the episode, it's going to be Jim and Hannah. I feel like if Candace would have never slept with Jim, none of this would have happened. Yeah, I agree. Well, maybe during Hannah's speech, not everybody dies, but maybe the epilogue. Not necessarily a time skip per se, but let's say it's like a bunch of funerals. We'll see, like, you know, this person being cremated, this person being buried, Hannah holding her new grandson at, like, Benny and Candace's funeral. Ooh. The last episode is going to be called Dark Intentions. Yep. And the thing, next week this time we'll be like, damn, it's over. Like, I'll probably do a live stream right after the episode as opposed to waiting for the Oval. Like, I'll probably watch the Oval on Wednesday. Because, to be honest, the Oval is just like, it's not even in the middle of the season. It's episode 14, so we're picking up where we left off. I'm more concerned about this lackluster series finale we're getting. This is Candace show. Candace is going to die. I'm willing to bet. Well, I have bad intentions for the next episode. Please live stream the episode. You know I cannot do that. For obvious reasons. Copyright. Anything else y'all want to talk about? I feel like we talked about everything there is to talk about the episode itself. Like I said, once I get the preview, I can do my breakdown. Hannah's going to end up with everything because Captain said you had the power and the money. Candace is going to be at Hannah's house. I don't know if that's before. Yeah, they're going to go to Hannah's and then she's going to go to the bar. I'm still wondering why Benny goes back to Rihanna's house. Quita can get out of jail, Catherine. Who else? I mean, remember, Veronica got her out. You seen Infinite? No. Who else is going to miss the show when it ends? Don't worry, you're going to get plenty of have and have not videos tomorrow and or Thursday. When is the Oval coming back? Next Tuesday, right after the haves and have nots. Yeah, every scene was happening so fast, so you know me, I gotta watch it in slow-mo. Do my screenshots, and I can break it down. I'm gonna miss the show, series, finale. I swear this reunion is longer than... Yeah, I believe the finale is supposed to... I mean, the reunion is supposed to be 2 Tuesdays in a row. I don't know why that would be the house Benny purchased. I was under the impression that was Rihanna's house. The Oval... Yeah, that's coming. All Tyler Perry shows in with cliffhanger. What happened to Derek? Derek's in jail. Tony has not been seen in years. Am I right? Am I right? I miss every season before 5 and have not. You missed all the good ones then. What if Wyatt survives? Oh wait, yeah, you're gonna miss all the good stuff. This was not a good episode. As expected, the same thing with Sisters, The Ovals, and Ruthless. That's what makes it hard to get invested in Tyler Perry shows because they end on such a lackluster cliffhanger that it's hard to really feel invested because a show could be really good, but then it just, if Wyatt survives, I'm going to be pissed. Same. Candace kind of indirectly knew Erica was dead because Veronica said so. Same. Like the 50th time. Not to mention, I was wondering why Wyatt was semi-sober most of the episode. He seemed pretty alert to me. Then all of a sudden, his pulse just stopped. That just seemed pretty stupid. Seriously, he's up. Let me out of here. Let me out. And then all of a sudden, I thought it was going to be foaming at the mouth. That's what I thought too, because that is a blue house. But I don't believe we've ever seen what Rihanna's house looks like. So it could be Benny's house, because it does have the same color scheme. I didn't notice that, but I was thinking, wouldn't that be Rihanna's house? Wyatt has survived several times. What's going to happen to Candace in the bar? Yeah, they're going to hurt her. I think Tyler Perry rushed this season. Yep. I'm tired of Wyatt. I'm tired of over half the cast. So maybe one of the drugs he had a delayed onset. Well, he took a lot of drugs. He did coke and he was drinking. Pretty sure it should have taken an effect sooner than that. Rihanna got an apartment. Oh, okay, my bad. Yeah, cardiac arrest. Yep. The trailer was fire. Again, I gotta wait till somebody uploads it so I can break it down. But any last minute questions? 'Cause I'm about to go to sleep. Anything else? Because like I said, I feel like we thoroughly talked about the episode in the first 10 minutes. Of course, I'll do my review and everything tomorrow. Then next week, we have the grand finale. Yes, next week is the final episode. Broderick spent 15 minutes warning Wyatt about the drugs. And he did it anyway. I don't know. I thought that was Hannah's window. You watching assisted living? No, I'm not watching anything right now. Whoa, Veronica's being shot up. Damn it, I need the damn trailer. Usually my people send it to me by now, but it looks like I gotta wait. Jeffrey. Oh yeah, didn't Veronica do a David voice? Jeffrey, that's not your father? Yep, and yes, I mean, even though the haves and have-nots ends, I still got videos to do about these other shows, but it's an end of an era. Yeah. Nope, we didn't see Veronica go back to the club. William just magically appeared in her car. Yep. Alright guys, well, I'm about to hit the sheets. I will have the videos up tomorrow. You know the drill. Be on the lookout. Thumbs up the video. Hit me up on Instagram if you got the trailer. I surely want to see it again. And with that being said, thanks so much. Have a great night. And remember, next week is the grand finale.